Nike Airphoria 2 is out now, and today we're going to be deciding if all of these skins are worth it or not. So in the bundle, we actually get Airphorian Eclipse fresh out the box, which is an awesome emote, and the Vac and Hack stuff. Plus, if you actually do get the bundle, you get a loading screen that is exclusive to this bundle. Up first, we got to take a look at our Airphorian minifigure. And I really wish that this one had a selectable style because the other skin actually does. So the normal one actually just looks like this. It kind of has this couple of different versions of it. So if you go right here, you have this like black and purple, you have this white, blue, and light green, and then you finally have this really cool, I don't even know what color scheme this would be. It kind of looks like a pit of lava if it was happy. And I really wish that that translated into the actual Lego minifigure. But speaking about this, the first thing right off the bat is that headpiece. This might just be me, but I actually hate that. I hate it. It literally looks like a thumb. To me, this looks like a thumb, and I hate it. But you know, I feel like it was very hard to get it to match this shape, so I get it. Like, I get why it's like this, but I will appreciate the molded piece on here. But just taking a look at some more of the details, we do have some awesome Nike swooshes everywhere. So right here we have the big one on the very front of it, and we have this awesome color scheme. And I will say I'm glad that they chose the black and purple version of this to actually give it as the Lego minifig, because I do think it's cool. We do have the Nikes on the bottom, and these actually don't have any Nike logos like the other minifigures do in the series, but we do have a little Nike swoosh right here on the front of the chest, and it kind of goes all the way to the back. But the back also just has a really cool amount of little tiny details. So we have these little scratch marks along the back. Again, we have that like purple and pink color scheme going everywhere, and it does look cool, but it's, you know, it's just alright to me, for sure. But compared to the actual version of the skin, I think they actually did a very good job of this. Like, it was definitely hard to translate that into minifigure form, and honestly, I gotta give them applause, because A, we got some arm printing, we got some side leg printing, and I do think that it looks just alright for sure. And then we have Eclipse, and man, let me tell you something. This is, I don't know, the Nike team cooks when it comes to Fortnite. Like, first off, this is the normal skin. This is fire. It reminds me of the Aura skin from the other bundle. And this one actually does have a few different variants as well. So we have this one, which is kind of like this pink skin, purple skin. And this is the Airie skin that we kind of saw in the first bundle. And it is, oh, it looks so good. I love that translucent vibe we got going on here. Oh, it's so cool. And again, I think the Lego version translates so well into the minifigure form. I really wish that we had the selectable style on here as well, because we do have a couple now in the Lego Fortnite mode where you can actually select the style, and this is just not one of them. And I really wish that they, you know, would have taken the time to give us both variants. So, first thing, the hair kind of doesn't match here. So we do have this, on this version of the skin, we have kind of this very light pink skin and very fair, translucent blue skin. And the blue skin looks fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic. I kind of wish it would have been a little bit lighter of a blue, but I know we're going for a cartoony look here because it is a Lego minifigure. We do have a lot of really cool details on the face. So we do have the cool little markings below the eyes, the pink lipstick. The eyes look very good. We even have like the pupils in here. Some of the Lego skins just have like black eyes, and it's a little scary. But to give it that effect of it kind of being translucent, they also added these white markings on the side to kind of give it that little pop of color, and that looks fantastic. And then one of the best parts about the skin has got to be this hairpiece. This is a brand new hairpiece we've gotten, and it has some cool little prints all over. So we have a couple of Nike little logos everywhere, and you know, just like in the normal skin. So if you look at this, we actually have stuff coming off the hair, and we do have these little pieces right here, but I do think that the Lego version was trying to emulate that little spot and kind of give it that little sparkle on here, and for that, I got to give them some applause. On the front of the chest, we have a lot more details here. So we have a lot of, the color scheme here is we got light blue, light pink, and some whites going on here. The vest is white like we see on the chest. It looks great. The heart right here is made out of Nike logos. I'm not sure if you picked up on that, but that is such a clever detailed design choice. That looks fantastic. Man, this looks so good. Okay, so the like the little hands right here are also a different color than the skin, and I think that also adds to a really cool pop of color. We have some arm printing right here as well on both of the arms that are actually symmetrical, and I just now picked up on this, so this might be a little weird, but the belly button is also pink right here. And if you take a look at the skin, there is no belly button on this skin, so what I think they're going for in the design choice here is this pink side on the bottom, on the very left and the right, is actually giving it to kind of define the figure of the minifigure. And because of this, this is actually matching both of these color schemes to actually give it the appearance of it being translucent without it obviously being a translucent minifigure, because those just don't exist. Like, this skin is phenomenal. And then on the bottom, we also have some side leg printing as well, which is super nice. Such a nice detail. We have the Nike swoosh right here and these awesome shoes. This looks great. Here we have the fresh out of the box Lego Fortnite emote. It looks great. Like, look at this. And he's wearing the same bucket hat as the Airphoria 1.0 person. This looks great. I love that. And here we have the emote. And low-key in the Lego Fortnite mode, this looks fantastic. And I love that your villagers can do it too. Here we have our lovely thumb in game. And so looking at this, the colors definitely don't pop as well in game as they do. So the black actually looks a little more silver depending on the sunlight. And I guess, I mean, like, if you like this, go crazy. This just honestly isn't my cup of tea. And I mean, I'm not like super specialized to talk about color schemes or anything. But I really wish that we could have had some other ones because, I don't know, it's just not my favorite thing. And I think the black just looks too shiny to be hitting direct sunlight like this. I mean, even the head, I still can't just get over the head in my opinion. But I will say you can see the details very well on the skin. Like, the arm printing looks great. Both of them do. The feet printing, the leg printing. It looks really, really good. It's just the design is not my favorite thing. So it's not even that it doesn't look good. It's just the design. I mean, you can tell that the details are right here. It looks really great. Like, I love that you can still see all of the little white marks going across. They're not like too detached from reality. Like, it looks good. Like, the details look good. It's just not my favorite skin. And here we have the other skin. And in game, like, again, I think that the color kind of like the sunlight honestly washes some of the colors out here, and I guess it really depends on the sunlight here. I mean, you're really not going to be paying too much attention to the skin in game, but I will say immediately the first thing that stands out to me are those hands. I think that adds such a nice color of pop to this. Pop of color, there it is. But I really love that hair. It looks so great. Again, this one is a little harder to see the details on compared to the other one. Like, some of those like kind of like white markings, and again, I know it's just some of the sunlight here. And I think that, again, that can be very dependent on how your playstyle is and like where you're living and stuff like that. But I do think in this case that the skin kind of gets washed out a little bit by the light, but you definitely can tell a lot more detail here. And the hairpiece looks fantastic. You can still see the stuff on the arms, the legs, and the really big important details like the Nike logos in the chest. And just the color scheme. Like right here, when you're actually really up close, it looks so great. But again, when you kind of go out a little bit, you can't see it at all. Boom, boom. You know, it just really depends. But I do think this is still the best player out of the two, for sure. So let's talk about these skins. First off, we obviously got to talk about the thumb. I don't like the design choice there. I think that the colors definitely look just all right. And I will say, it does look a little wonky in game, but you can definitely tell the smaller details a little bit bigger and a little bit better than this version of the skin. However, I do think that overall this skin is definitely way better as not only a normal skin, but a Lego Fortnite skin. It just looks great. The color schemes are really good. However, it does get slightly washed out when it comes to sunlight. But like right here, you can see it really good. Again, you get in the sunlight, it just washes it out. It's just a mix and a balance. And again, you're not really going to be paying that much attention to it. So it's really not the end of the world by any means. But it is a complaint if you are looking to actually buy this skin and, paying a lot more attention to it. So with a price point at 4,300 V-Bucks for the actual bundle, I honestly can't say that this is truly going to be worth it. However, if you want to spend $1,500 on each individual skin, I think that it definitely can be worth it because the $4,000 or the 4,000 V-Buck price is very steep for two skins that you're basically going to be using in Lego Fortnite, and you get an emote. But that price just doesn't warrant the quality of these two skins, in my opinion. And so before we wrap up this video, make sure you use code CJBrickles if you want to support me in the item shop. And thank you so much for watching, studs. I will see y'all later.